WWII Nation! Zach Edwards here with another Sneak Peek Thursday. This one is something small, but it's not. I wanted to give you a sneak peek of what we're planning on when it comes to expansion games, expansion decks, starter decks, and also curriculum. So I had an email from Joel W. Joel asked me, and this is very, very short, but it speaks to a lot. There should be another expansion, World War II Pacific Theatre. Joel, you are completely right. There should be, but we're doing something different now. So I've told you about the curriculum. The curriculum's coming out September 10th. It will be here. I promised it. I'm sticking to my promise. The curriculum itself will be here. The expansion game is going to take a little bit longer because we are going to make sure it's right, and we're going to test it out. We want to make sure that you get the right decks, the right everything right when it comes to that game. So, but Joel had a great idea of World War II Pacific Theatre. It's coming out with the curriculums. So what we're doing is right now we have the American Revolution curriculum. It is fantastic. We've had graphic designers working on it, content writers, curriculum writers, all these different people specializing in the American Revolution and how to get it to work. We have activities. We have one of the activities that I'm excited about, and I'll give you a little bit more information in another Sneak Peek Thursday, is the activity books. So this is your test. I'm letting that sink in. This is your test. We're not doing a 30-minute sitting down with a pen and pencil, or a pencil and a set of questions. No, we're gonna make this fun and interesting. We're gonna make it a game. So for the first set of curriculums, that's the test. I'm gonna see if you know the words and how they fit in there. And because the philosophy in tests is to prove you wrong, to get you to answer the wrong question. A lot of tests are put like that. Why? Seriously, the question should be, the question should be established so that you can answer them right, that you can feel good about yourself. Because much like games, when you succeed, yes, you might get an A from a test that's supposed to make you feel good about it. But why can't you feel good during the test? Why can't you have it be fun to take a test? A lot of youth have a lot of anxiety. Sorry, I'm going on a little rant, but this is important. A lot of youth have anxiety when it comes to taking tests. I did. I was like one of the #1 people that I could not take tests. I could never get an A because I was always worried about what was on the test, that I was going to get it wrong. The reason why youth like games, or why people like games, is unlike real life. There's not just one time and you get all the consequences. In a game, you get to play it over and over and over again. Every time you play it over again, you learn and you get to answer the questions again and hopefully get them right this time. So that's what we're doing. This is our test for the first set of curriculum. Games. Sorry, that's a tangent, but we're doing the curriculum. Now going back to the original question, the expansion games and the expansion packs and such. So we're doing the American Revolution with its curriculum. We're doing an expansion game of the American Revolution. We're having new expansion packs coming out. You can be the British, you can be the colonists, and then you have a game pack that fills in all the information and everything else that you're missing. That is what makes up the American Revolution expansion game. And a new map. The new mat is basically the 13 colonies and the 7 territories around it. So you have 20 different lands. You have cards to put in each of those lands. And then the object of the game is to conquer them from your opponent. And each of you is either the colonists or the British. You can't be the same. You gotta be different ones. And so be competing against each other. Well, the same concept goes for our next set of curriculum. Our next set of curriculum is the ancients. And this starts off with the Mediterranean ancients. We have the Romans, which we already have an expansion deck on. We're going to add some more to that. The Greeks, the Persians, and the Egyptians. Those are the 4 that we're going to be doing, because they were all around the same point in time, give or take, and then they're all for the same area. And so the goal in the curriculum is to focus on that one spot around the same time period, and the expansion game is where you can be one of those groups trying to take over the lands of the Mediterranean. Pretty cool, huh? And it will be the lands back then, not now. So you'll be able to learn all the lands in that area by playing that game. And that goes with the new curriculum. The next one after that, we're going to go back over to the US, and we're going to do it's like a Texas history, but the Mexican-American War, included with the Alamo and such. And then we'll be creating an expansion pack from that. Then comes to Joel's question. What about World War II Pacific? Now the thing was, when we did World War I, we did not do everything from World War I. There was way too much information to fit in a 20-card pack. And at that point, we were at a 10-card pack. And that's when we said we can't do that. So we created a 20-card pack. Unlike Magic, Pokemon, and all those that have the 10-card packs, we do 20 for our expansions. And so that way, now you understand how we're setting up everything. So we're creating a curriculum and the expansion game, which will have the expansion packs. You can use those in the original game. You can also use the cards from the original game to play the new game, and so on and so forth. So American Revolution, the Ancients, and the Ancients will continue to grow after the first curriculum's set. And then back to the US with the Mexican-American War, and then finally World War II. It's the most sought after, but it also has so many games. There are so many World War II games out there. We're going to beat them all, but it's just going to take us time to get there, because we have certain reasons why we're doing certain ones at different times. So thanks for joining me on this Sneak Peek Thursday. I'm glad you were able to get some of this information. I'm going to fill you in with more of the things that we're doing with not just the game, but curriculum and activities, coloring books, and such. So stay tuned to that, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. If you have any comments or questions, add them to the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, actually. Take care. Bye.